Blessings, soul family, travelers of the multiverse. This is your DMT gene code reading for the week of the solstice, the high frequency, the week of next week, June 16th through June 22nd. I am your host, Kathy Reed, certified bioquantum practitioner, certified DMT gene code practitioner, and starseed oracle. This reading is inspired by the teachings of Jules Arness, founder and creator of Bioquantum and the owner of the Accelerated Ascension Academy. This is your universal reading for next week. And this is how the universal reading begins in the unified field, using the journey cards, the DMT cards, and the evolution technology symbol. This is your DMT gene code reading, and this is what we're working with. This is that slide where we're bringing in all the cards, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in the Lu, because we're going to bring the luminous in to bring this reading into 0 point. And so that is the first. Then we move to the second, which is the scalar. And this is ascend consciousness beyond programming. And so now that we brought everything into neutrality, we're bringing in the activation of the source frequency. So this is kind of where we are. We are going to put our hands on our heart. We're going to open the unified field. We're going to choose an intention. Since this is a universal reading, you'll each choose your intention on your own. The first pairing, which is that 7 and the 3. And we're going to read the 7 first. And the 7 code is the 7 journey code. This is at the awakening level. This is the gateway to divine vision or spiritual lens, moving through the hologram of limitation. And what we're doing with this first position, here is how you see yourself right now, how the frequency is playing out in your field. And the code that goes with that is the DMT code 3. And this is Gemini, the architect, the frequency of inner alchemy. This card recodes stress-based identity into creative expansion. So there's our first pairing. The second pairing is going to be the 31. And this is what you're seeing with this 31. This 31 is the 31-4 at the mastery level, the level where the grid reflects clarity, coherence, and sacred design. And so this is what you are seeing in your reality. Here's the unseen program that is creating the lens. The next code that's paired with that 31 is the 4. And the 4 is the Cancer alchemist, the frequency of embodied ascension. This code activates the structural integration and it dissolves subconscious resistance. Now, the next code that we're going to read is going to be code 3. This is the shift the divine is guiding you toward. And this is this bottom position right here. So we're going to start with this 14. This 14 is the embodiment level of freedom in conscious flow. This is your permission to take the leap. And so this is the code of what you're doing is the next shift the divine is guiding you toward. And then the DMT code is the 2. And the 2 is the Taurus, and it's the communicator, the frequency of resonant connection. It codes the field for expanded relational clarity and discernment. It's this code I feel that you need to, when you feel like you can't control how you feel and you react without thinkings, this one is I should respond with awareness. My emotions are data, not identity. And so the first code is the 3, where it's moving into the that 7, which is the messages are coming in, and the frequencies are showing up with the this is the gateway to divine vision. Moving into the architect, the frequency of inner alchemy, moving down into that second position, which is 31/4, the mastery level. This is the level where the grid reflects clarity, coherence, and sacred design. And then the alchemist comes right in and is paired with that. And it's the frequency of embodied ascension, activates the structural integration, dissolves subconscious resistance. The first 3 cards that we read are actually unhooking you from the matrix and allowing the next 3 cards to bring you into the divine flow. Now, the 4th card, this is you are not alone in this shift. This is divine support at the highest level unfolding, and you're calling you forward into that. And the first code that we're going to read is the 8. And the 8 is at the awakening level. It's the rise of aligned power, stepping fully into energetic authority. And it's paired with DMT code 9. This is Sagittarius, the matrix master, the frequency of mastery through play. This card activates your divine ability to see through, rise above, and lovingly disengage from the matrix. This is that place where you're stuck. I cannot create beyond my old patterns. Moving in to I am divine creation. I am the creator and the creation at the same time. And then we move right up into the this code at the 5th level is the potential quantum timeline unfolding. And this is an energetic transmission. The journey card is the 22. It's the master card. It's embodied architecture, and it creates by inner certainty. And so in that 5th position, the pair is particles of possibility. And so it's paired with the 33. And this is Pisces, bioquantum, the frequency of limitless divine expression. This card initiates the full activation of the quantum body. Then we move right at the top. So the first card we have is the 9. And the 9 at that journey, this is what will likely unfold, and the light language which supports the evolution of your intention through the divine blueprint expressing from your DNA. And so this 9, this is the completion within. There is nothing to fix, nothing to prove or strive for. And this is a sacred pause. And then it's paired with the DMT code 5. This is Leo, the shapeshifter, and the response over reaction. This clears emotional looping from the nervous system. And so this is your reading for the week of the solstice, and it's intense energy, but you're just moving into this authority of freedom and sovereignty. Now we're going to code you to each card that I'm holding up. And so I want you to just look at the DMT card, breathe, and tap each code into your pineal gland. We're going to experience the code, activate your DNA turning on, moving into that 12-strand DNA. So take a deep breath, breathe in, allow your cells to remember what has always been true beneath the programming. Feel the activation moving from the pineal gland through the whole body. Every cell is activating. Here's your first code. This is DMT code 3, the architect. And this is how you see yourself right now. And so I designed with clarity and build in harmony with the cosmos. And so we're bringing in the next code, position 2. This is DMT code 4, the alchemist. All that I touch becomes light through the power of love. And remember to tap that into your pineal. The next code is the 2. And the 2, this is the shift the divine is guiding you toward. DMTQ, the 2, the communicator. I speak from source and my words rewire reality. And then the 4th code, this is co-creation with the divine. DMT 9, this is the matrix master. I do not react, I recode. Moving into the 5th position, which is quantum. This is the potential quantum, the energetic transmission. Code 33, bioquantum. My DNA expresses source. I am becoming bioquantum. Moving into that last code, which is the 5. This is the divine blueprint expressing in your DNA. This is the shapeshifter. I become what is needed and return with the wisdom of source. And so we're going to just speak the light language 3 times. And the light language to seal this reading in is E, E, E. Put your hands on your heart and just feel for a moment each code turning on. We seal this activation in the unified field of divine truth, light, and infinite possibility. Thank you. I love you. It is done. So now you have your reading for next week. The energies are going to be intense as we're moving to the solstice on Friday. This is the summer solstice, and the sun codes are just beaming down to the planet. If you would like more information on what I have to offer, this is the Starseed Continuum website, www.starseedcontinuum.com. All of the information that you would need to book a reading with me is on this website. And then the second website is becomingbioquantum.com. This is where the Ascension Academy is. This is Jules's website. And there is a lot of content on this website. There, if you just go into this and go to the events page, you will see exactly what's coming up next. So thank you. I love you. It is done. We will see you next week.